I'm Shae Russell for mining.com.au, and joining me today is the Managing Director for Helix Resources, Kylie Prendergast. Kylie, great to have you back on. How are you?
Oh, hello, Shae. It's been a little while since we've talked, so it's lovely to see you again.
It has. It's been far too long between conversations, but I believe that is because everybody has had boots on the ground getting projects ready. Now, before we get into your upcoming plans, let's talk about your announcement that came out on the 28th of August regarding the Muriel Tank historic gold fields. Can you just quickly run me through what that was about?
Sure. So we have had this project in our portfolio for a while, but we hadn't really pulled the data together. So the boys have been out doing a lot of mapping. They've been sort of verifying where things are in the field, and we really pulled together the compilation of that historical gold field. It sits just next door to the Mount Boppy gold lode, which was one of the biggest gold mines in New South Wales way back in the heyday. And the quartz and the gold at Muriel Tank looks almost identical. So we've had a really good look at it. And yeah, so we think there's a lot of sort of upside opportunity. And gold hasn't really been our priority. We're very much chasing copper. But we do recognise that we have this project in our portfolio, and Mount Boppy is currently building a gold plant. So it's a bit silly not to be evaluating a project that's going to be right next door to a sort of gold processing plant.
It's great to see the possibilities ahead for the Muriel Tank project, but you've actually got quite a few projects in your Cobar region. Tell me, what have you been working on behind the scenes?
All right, so quite recently we announced an earn-in joint venture with a project called the Cobar Project. This is with Legacy Minerals. Now, this project is literally, 3 to 5 kilometres from the main Cobar trend. Okay, so we've got the CSA mine, we've got all Aurelia's mines, and we are right next door to these things. And it's a really big structural zone, which is essentially the next structure over. And there's a whole bunch of sort of drill targets that Legacy have worked up. And we're earning in on that project, and our job is to go and drill these targets. So basically the guys were in the field last week, sort of working those up, and we're going to do some surface geophysics and then progress those to drilling. However, we've actually, if you have a look at our portfolio now, we are basically across the whole of Cobar now. We've got well over 3,000 square k's, and we've done a lot of field work. So we are at the point where we're ready to start drilling on multiple projects over the coming months.
Okay, so you've obviously got a lot of work happening at the moment. Tell me, what are we going to hear about first? Because it seems like you'll be pretty busy between now and Christmas.
Yeah, so it's really about waiting for those winter rains to finish up, because it's a little bit hard to get on the ground when everything's all soggy. You don't want to upset the farmers. But we're at the point now where things are starting to dry up, so we can start rolling out some bigger machines, including drill rigs, onto various licenses. So we're looking at on the Western Tenement, we've got copper projects. There's the Bijou Copper Project, where we have hit oxide and sulfide copper in drilling. That was a little while ago. So we're heading back there to do follow-up drilling. In addition, on our Eastern Tenements, this is all the ground south of Eris's copper projects. And if you have a look on the map, you can just see that we've basically got the southern strike extent of all the Triton copper deposits. And they've got multiple copper deposits there. And we are now just starting to understand we're in the right spot. We've got the right rocks, we've got anomalies, and we've had a lot of geochemical sampling all through that area. So as soon as we're allowed in those paddocks, we're going to be hitting that one pretty hard as well.
Listen, Kylie, I hope all of this news means I'll actually get to speak to you very soon. It sounds like there is an awful lot coming down the pipeline. I can't wait to see what the rocks tell me. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Shae.